Smile, John.
Good evening. It's Thursday, October 14th, 2025. And it's my pleasure and honor to be speaking with Mr. John J. Jeckovich. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
You're looking well. I heard you had a very special visitor today.
Yeah, Amber. Yeah.
What'd you two do?
She slept half the time.
There's two reels on TDWII.
She's moving to my house in Hollow Hill.
No kidding.
Yeah, well, she's got that
Mold?
Well, that's a
that
good
stuff in her chest. You're gonna get it out.
That's a good
I told her, get out of that damn house.
That's a good idea. You're a very smart man. Thank you. Very smart man. Thank you. So you had a good day today.
Yeah.
I heard Amber did 2 videos of you today.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys laugh at them? Huh?
Yeah.
Boy, she brightens your day, doesn't she?
Yeah.
God, she brightens your day. She walks in the room and she lights it up. Yeah. Amber, by the way, is Mr. Jeckovich's great-granddaughter. She's in her 20s. She's an avid surfer. She surfs every day, doesn't miss. She surfs all around the world. And also, she's also a full-time missionary.
She got all that stuff in her system, though.
Yeah. But when Amber comes in, she's got the Bible in the left hand and the surfboard in the other.
Yeah.
What kind of condition is her Bible?
All worn out.
Yeah. Underlined.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you two are like 2 peas in a pod. It's very, very refreshing. Just show up. That's all people need to do is just show up. That's nice. Very nice.
I can't find it.
Mr. TDWII.
I'm there.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division. Maybe spam. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Infantry Division of the 75th Infantry Division, of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. Yeah. Wow. Mr. Jeckovich, by the way, was born in 1925, and now here we are, 2025, and Mr. Jeckovich is knocking on the door of 100.
Yeah, Pearly Yates.
You have a great sense of humor.
Well, I don't have those. I don't know where it's at.
Okay, we'll worry about
Let's
it.
look at this other one, though, that we stumbled across today.
Okay, what am I looking at?
I showed John this picture today.
Okay. We got an update of Mr. Jeckovich's whereabouts after the Battle of the Bulge. On April 8th, 1945, a prisoner at Buchenwald rigged up a radio transmitter and sent a message. Wow, this guy, prisoner, must be a genius. Any supplies, there were nothing. In a desperate attempt to contact the Allies for rescue. 3 minutes later, the U.S. Army responded. KZBU, hold out, rushing to your aid. Staff of the Army. The camp was liberated 3 days later, and you're one of the guys that was there at Camp Buchenwald.
Remember this picture?
You busted down the gates.
Well, let me see that.
You busted down the gates. You broke down the chains. And you and thousands of other able-bodied frontline infantry saved these guys.
So at Buchenwald.
Buchenwald.
Yeah,
Buchenwald?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you remember there?
Well,
Huh?
What else do you remember there that day?
what did they tell you not to do? They told you not to what, the prisoners?
No.
Feed them.
What?
You said they told you not to feed the prisoners.
So yeah, you in that
Prisoner of war camp.
Yeah, they were too far gone.
Yeah. So Buchenwald, a prisoner, could you believe it or not, rigged up some type of radio and got the message out, and 3 days later, Mr. Jeckovich and 1,000 other men, 1,000 other men liberated, and the things they seen, you don't want to know about. Even a seasoned World War I and World War II fighter, General Patton, threw up at the sites. That's so bad. That's so bad. It'll play in your mind for the day you die. And a lot of these beautiful soldiers, 180, 200 pounds when they came in, and 60, 70 pounds.
I'll try to focus in on that.
Can't even have enough energy to stand or kneel. A lot dead, living next to the dead.
Let's try to focus
It
in.
was a total mess. These young soldiers were tortured.
That was Buchenwald.
Yeah.
They were tortured in ways you couldn't imagine. You couldn't imagine the torture they endured. No food, no water, no clothing.
But this guy had the bolt cutters.
He got them out. It was something that you didn't want to see. They told him not to feed them. And the Germans were very sadistic. They did unbelievably acts of torture. But for the fun of it, it's the middle of winter, and you prisoners have barely no clothes on, and they'll take a fire hose to them, and just for the fun of it, hose them down in the middle of the area, make them freeze some more. The amounts of torture we're not going to talk about now were just strictly unbelievable. No humanity whatsoever. No humanity whatsoever. Let's hope we don't see that again, but I'm afraid we will. I'm afraid we'll see it again. There's a lot of evil. I still believe there's more good people than bad. There's more good people than bad, but there's a lot of evil bastards. A lot of bad people. Yeah. We read Mr. Jekovich's book one time around in its entirety. How many pages?
849.
What a big, beautiful book. What a big, beautiful book. Now we're on the second time around. We're on chapter 9, Crossing the Channel. And just a brief background how we got here, if you didn't listen yesterday. Mr. Jeckovich has been in Haverford West on more training missions. This is the last stop before the front lines. He's in Haverford West, Wales, training, and he met a beautiful girl named Jean Rowland Young. Jean Rowland Young. And now this is his last days with her, or he's already leaving. He's in the 6x6s, heading towards the front line. So we'll pick up from that. Remember, we get a lot of text every day, and we will answer. We will answer. Mr. Jeckovich will answer every text. And there were 16,400,000 young boys and beautiful girls that participated in World War II. We're down to less 5,000 combat frontline infantry guys like Mr. Jeckovich. Probably less, I'd say probably maybe 4,000. Everyone's in 100 and above. And what's left, we're losing them at a rate of at least 150 a day. So if you have any questions, text Mr. Jeckovich anytime. He'll answer them. Area code 407-366-0000. 407-366-0000. Text Mr. Jeckovich any question. He'll be glad to answer you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
One thing before we start, this came in.
What am I looking at? Oh, okay. Let me take a look here.
Before you start reading.
Okay. Lederhosen family.
No, that's...
Okay, I'm sorry. Lederhosen traditional and authentic Oktoberfest outfit from the Schultz family in Stockton, Wisconsin. Stockton, Wisconsin.
Look at John, they gave you this.
This
Oh,
is yours.
Hold that up for everybody. Look at that. Feel that.
This is a Lederhosen
Yeah, that's nice. Let me
Traditional.
zoom out a little bit.
an authentic Oktoberfest outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
that's
can
nice.
wear that in
Yeah.
October. Let's see.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, yeah,
This is something.
yeah,
That's gotta be 100 years old.
yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's
That's
real
what-
leather.
Good, good leather,
How
yeah.
about wearing that October for Oktoberfest? That's called a lederhosen traditional outfit, authentic, 100 years old for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Isn't
And
that sharp?
this is from the Schultz family in Staunton, Wisconsin.
Stoughton.
Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of Germans there.
yeah. That's
They
beautiful.
watch his show every night. Thank you very much, Schultz family.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that nice, John?
Yeah.
You're gonna look good at it.
We just gotta get him one of those,
I gotta get him some beer now.
some beer and one of those hats, one of those
I gotta
fancy
get him
hats.
some beer now.
Here, I'll hang that up for you, John. I'll put it in your closet. Isn't that sharp? I'll
Yeah.
let you look at it. No, we'll leave it right
Yeah,
there.
hang it up in the closet,
I
yeah.
will. I just want you to look at it for a while.
Yeah, like unfortunately, there's always gonna be wars. And who hates wars the most? Guys like this. Frontline infantry, they hate the wars the most. They hate the wars the most. But he made it through the war because he was tough. He was tough because of his mother, right?
Yeah, my mother was tough.
Your mother was tough.
Yeah,
Tough but loving.
yeah,
And so, mothers, you have to make your kids tough, make your boys tough. If you don't, if they do have to go in the war, they won't make it. You have to be tough to make it through the war. Mothers, you have to teach your kids to be like a lion and a fox. A fox is smart enough to recognize traps, and a lion is strong enough to scare away the wolves. Make your boys like a lion and a fox, and no one will ever beat them. It's very important that you do this. You certainly can't make wimps out of your kids. Otherwise, it'd actually be the death sentence for them. You can't do that. So your mother was very tough, right?
yeah.
Was your father tough?
Well, in a way, yeah.
Your father died at an early age, and that's why you had to take care of your mother since 11.
Yeah,
And so you took care of her to her demise at 89. And when you were in the service, you sent all what little money you made home, right?
yeah,
And your mother used that to live on, right?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Good son.
Huh?
Okay, we're at 17 minutes.
Okay. And when you left the army, you were beat up, you were stabbed, you were shot in the shoulder by a sniper,
Lost the hip.
lost a hip,
Frostbite.
trench foot, frostbite. You're still suffering today.
Frostbite, got frostbite right now.
Yeah. Yeah. He has so much shrapnel in his body from the war that if he made an attempt to take an airplane flight, the alarms would go off, and what do you got to give him?
I gave him the slip.
And what's the slip say?
Slip says this fellow has got shrapnel in his body. That's what's circulating out on your monitor.
But every night you're in pain from the frostbite.
Yeah,
What's the pain level?
7.
Yeah. His mother made him tough. 100 years old. Reads 3 newspapers every morning without glasses. He could shake your hand still and knock you to the ground. Never took a prescription, never took a vitamin. Never smoked, never drank. And you jogged for 80 years.
Yeah.
There's an interesting story when you started jogging. How come you started jogging at such an early age?
I read a book by Johnson.
Uh-huh. And that book was very powerful
Yeah,
because you followed it for 80 years. But when you first started jogging in the streets of Niagara Falls, New York, jogging was not acceptable, nor did they see joggers. So what did they say to you?
get off the street, you bum.
Get off the street, you bum. Can't you afford a car?
Yeah.
What'd they throw at you?
Stones, the canes, the boot, and everything else.
So it wasn't acceptable. It's odd 80, 90 years ago to see someone jogging. They thought Mr. Jeckovich was jogging because he couldn't afford a car, so they made fun of him. Threw beer cans, Genesee beer cans at him. Popped him in the head with a full can of Campbell soup. Corduroy pants, boots, sweatshirt, and a wool cap. And that was his attire for 80 years. It didn't change. But I'm sure all those guys that said those derogatory things, they're all pushing up daisies now. They're gone. They're gone.
They're gone, yeah.
On the way to the studio today, I know you had a very modest clothing you wore when you jogged. On the way to the studio today, I see many people in these very bright, fancy neon clothes jogging. Fancy pants, expensive shirts and hats, and a water bottle wrapped around their waist. Very expensive sneakers, listening to some type of music. After 80 years of jogging, did you ever do that?
Yeah, they're showing off.
You never did that?
No.
So why do you think these people get dressed up? What do you think was the reason?
Well, they got nothing else to show what they got on.
So they're showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're probably right. Why the hell else would you wear all that fancy, expensive stuff? It's not a fashion statement. You try to get healthy or stay healthy. Mr. Jeckovich said he blinked his eyes at 20, and now he's 100. He blinked his eyes at 20, and now he's 100. Where'd the 80 years go?
Yeah, where'd they go?
It went by that fast.
Yeah.
You really mean it went by that fast, right?
Yeah.
Listen, boys and girls, it's a short dance around the sun. Yeah, you're only visiting this planet. Mr. Jeckovich said he blinked his eyes at 20 and he's 100. Where did it go? And that could be you too. You're not special. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to go by fast. But unfortunately, if you're, say, 40 years old, you have a 5% chance to make it to 100. So enjoy every day, and enjoy every day to the fullest. It goes by fast. We're just visitors. You know, think about it. Life is very strange. You arrive here with nothing. You spend your whole life chasing everything. New cars, new Rolex watches, new houses. Anything you can imagine you're chasing. And guess what? And still, you will leave with nothing. You never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul trailer. You came with nothing, and you leave with nothing. But, make sure your soul gains more than your hands, really. Make sure your soul gains more than your hands. Yeah. We're only visiting, guys. Let's see. Well, I'm going to start on chapter 9 the second time around, crossing the channel, on page 246. You want to read a few pages?
Go ahead.
You don't want to read a few pages?
No.
Okay. My background and experiences prepared me for what we are facing, and I believe I had a better chance to survive all this. Leip's upbringing was sheltered and cloistered. What mattered now was that he was alone and had to rely entirely on his wits and basic instincts. So basically, when you're on the front line, you're on your own.
Yeah.
You're on your own to come through this. I hope that he was sufficiently grounded in those areas, although I had my doubts. Exactly, Donald Leip got his head blown off. So once again, killed instantly. Once again, I resolved to look after him in the best of my ability and still keep myself out of harm's way. We have been traveling for several hours now, and I figured we had gone about 25 miles. As we unloaded the trucks and walked up a steep angled gangplank to the main deck, a ship's officer met us and directed us to the stern of the ship. We were told to stow our duffel bags in a small hold, which would be covered with a tarp when we got underway. All the equipment that you are carrying, your heavy jackets, your bags, your backpacks, your ammo. Was that a brilliant big burden to walk through the snow with?
Yeah, well, you didn't carry it all the time. You had a Jeep and a trailer.
Well, you were on the front line. Did you have a lot of heavy equipment and clothing you had to carry?
No, you just carry what you had, the satchels.
Was it very
Or
difficult?
something warm.
Was it very difficult walking through waist-deep snow every day?
Or if you didn't have the equipment, if you didn't have the boots on.
Yeah. Did you have boots?
No, not forgetting. We didn't have any of that.
So you got shortchanged when the Battle of the Bulge started. What happened to all the clothing?
All the people in the front line got back behind us.
Oh, okay. So the heavy-duty clothing that was entitled for the frontline fighters, that got to the rear echelon.
Yeah.
Did the rear echelon ever fight?
No, they never left their houses.
I'll be damned. As we unloaded the trucks and walked up a steep angle game plank to the main ship's office, met us, directed us, and told us to store our ship here. We were told to stow our duffel bags in a small hold, which would be covered with a tarp when we got underway. As we were told that there were no berthing arrangements for Army personnel, and that we would bunk whoever we found a spot on deck. The trip would be short, less than 2 days, and there would be 2 hot meals each day. Was the food good on this ship?
It was a lively ship. No, it was greasy.
It was greasy. Limey, you meaning English cooks?
Yeah.
I was not too enthusiastic about hearing this, but I knew things would get a lot rougher than very shortly. Yeah, they did get a lot rougher. So all this, you finally get out there. Leap and I found a spot sheltered from the wind, and set our packs down and stretched out on the deck, waiting to get underway. We did not have to wait too long. It was only an hour after we arrived by truck that I felt motion of the ship free itself from the moorings. It was all done very professionally with no fanfare and no bustling whatsoever. Before we knew it, we're out in the channel. Is the channel very swift?
Oh, yeah.
Is the channel very cold?
Well, winter time it is, yeah.
Heading due east for the coast of France. Yeah, the damn Nazis occupied Paris, France for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Now it's time to kick their asses out. As I rested on the warm deck, heated by the powerful diesel engines below, did you smell diesel?
Yeah.
Was it sickening?
Well, you got it inside someplace close, you smell it. If you went outside, you didn't smell it.
I thought of Jean and what she'd be doing and thinking, she must have heard the news of our departure, and they were gone for good. You never went back.
No.
Never went back. I wondered what she must be thinking of not seeing each other again, and if she felt as despondent and dispirited as I did at this moment. I recalled how she looked in the time we went to the dance, and the many other times she appeared inviting and inciting. I wished I had said more to her about how I cared for her and wanted to see her again after the war. But I did not, and it was too late to make compensatory atonements. That's life, it goes on like that. Just then Fink came and asked us about how we're doing. How was Fink?
Think?
Yeah. Was he a good guy?
He's all right. He's a regular guy.
Yeah. I said great. With the air of annoyance and displeasure of the prospect of sleeping out on the deck tonight, hoping it would not rain. So your whole place was on the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
Rain or snow, that's where you're at. At this point, if you asked them where you're going, would they tell you?
No, that's what we don't know.
They don't. Someone's got to know. He informed us that he was bunked out on the fantail, and if we needed anything to make the trip to have to see him. He also brought us over some packs of K-rations to tide us over until we landed. He reminded us that our first meal on board would have been 1,800 hours, providing all went according to schedule. And after that, it was all on a contingency basis.
Yeah.
So you always had to rely on K-rations, right?
Yeah.
What's K-rations? Primarily Spam?
K-rations fortified food.
Was it tasty?
Well, there was something in the pinch, yeah.
So if you're fucking hungry, you'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Minutes.
Fine.
By now, we were out of sight of the land, and the sun had disappeared behind the low-lying clouds. Weren't you afraid you're middle of the channel now, out of sight of land? Weren't you worried about being bombed by the Nazis?
Well, no, we were in a convoy, because ships all over us.
So the ships that were protecting the soldiers, they would have caught the Nazis flying in first.
Yeah.
And that would have been it. The weather had turned from sunny, brisk winter day to a cloudy, dark in mid-afternoon. The sea has also started to churn up, as did the wind from the north. I was glad I had to put my long johns on before morning when we left Haverford West. I'd also taken my wool knit cap and gloves from my duffel bag before we stowed them in the hold. Luckily, I was wearing ODs. What's ODs?
All dry, woolen clothes.
With long sleeve wool undershirt under my shirt and a field jacket over it. I was confident that I would weather the night comfortably. Did you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I admonished Lake when he informed me that he did not put on his long johns, nor did he take his wool cap or gloves from the duffel bag for a cold night ahead. This was just another example why Lape was such a hassle. He never thought ahead, even if it meant his own personal welfare.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had a shelter halves and our light packs, and we'd afford some more tonight, providing it did not rain or turn bitterly cold. So you were tough because your mother. Lape came from a very cloistered life, right?
Yeah.
He didn't know how to survive,
No.
and that's why he was killed instantly. Yeah. Yeah. I suggested we walk about the ship till we got our bearings, and more to the point, find out where the galley was, so it'd be dark at 1800 hours, the ship would be blacked out. So all these ships are still blacked out.
Yeah.
But you had no encounters with Nazi planes.
No.
I'll be
Or
damned.
submarines.
Nor submarines. Was there submarines in the channel?
Oh yeah.
I'll be damned. But your troop ship was very well protected by the convoy.
Oh yeah.
We searched out other members of the squad. They were all pretty much bunched up in a section of the midship. We informed them that we would meet them here a little before 1800 to go to chow with them. Who's Varela? How was Varela?
Yeah.
Who's Varela?
Barilla. Italian kid.
Nice guy?
Yeah.
Did he stay with you the whole course of the war?
Yeah.
Varela, one of the ammo bearers in the second squad, looked somewhat dejected, and I asked him about how he was doing. He smiled rather sheepishly.
Minute and a half.
He filed rather sheepishly and said he was not doing well. He was concerned about the next few days. Besides, he got terribly homesick and missed his parents and two brothers and sisters. I said that we all felt the same way, and we just had to stick it out. Stick it out and do the best we could. Things would not be that bad. Before you know it, you'd be on another ship heading home. So that's what you told Varela, right?
Yeah.
So was that pretty much an epidemic? All the young boys were homesick?
Oh yeah.
Did it eventually go away, or did it always stay with them?
Well, after they got in, they got carried away with something else. They lost home.
What, you're what?
They lost home. They forgot about it.
And they were so busy trying to survive,
Yeah.
to stay alive. Minutes?
40 seconds.
So, was Lape always worried about being homesick?
No, he didn't talk too much. Lape didn't talk too much.
But he was a great guy though, right?
Yeah.
Lape has got his head blown off by a dirty bomb, and Mr. Jeckovich still has that shrapnel in his leg. Yeah, the war is a miserable, evil thing. It's a miserable, evil thing. You're lucky you made it through
Well,
the war.
yeah.
You're damn lucky. A sniper picked you up, hit you in the shoulder. He could have hit you in the head.
Yeah.
You're damn lucky. The Lord was watching out for you.
8 seconds.
Or the nurse was dragging me out of the sniper's
What she